Assalamualaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our headlines for tonight: a man attempted to murder his brother with a meat cleaver. Plus, scientists in Sarawak are urged to conduct research on hydrogen for other utilizations. And in world news, China's foreign minister dismissed, still questioned by many. With me, Yusuf Shukri for TVS Nightline. Let us begin. China's Foreign Minister Qin Gang was removed from office after less than 7 months serving the position. Speculation arises as Qin remains out of the public eye for a month, and top diplomat Wang Yi will assume Qin's post, holding a higher rank in the government's hierarchy. 57-year-old Qin's last public engagements can be traced back to June 25th after a meeting with Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko in Beijing. However, reasons for Qin's removal remain undisclosed. President Xi Jinping's presidential order enacts the decision. Qin, who is seen as a trusted aide of President Xi Jinping, was appointed to the post in December, with his close relationship with Xi seen as key to Qin's swift advancement in diplomatic circles. Meanwhile, China remains silent on Qin's fate, leading to intense speculation of dismissal or official investigation. In a push for the exploration of hydrogen energy, scientists received an urging from the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Jaritun Openg. He stressed that such initiative will facilitate Sarawak's shift from fossil fuel to a more environmentally sustainable hydrogen-based energy source.
This transition serves as a proactive measure to combat global warming while simultaneously restructuring the Industrial Revolution and fostering economic development. Additionally, this approach aligns with the objectives outlined in the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030.
That's why we explore the concept of hydrogen, we explore the possibility of alternative energy, including solar. With sunlight, you store the sunlight and give energy. So less carbon, and there is a balance between environment and the needs of humankind.
Additionally, Abang Jari said Sarawak is committed in undertaking research and study to produce carbon-based energy and its ecosystem.
Maybe the world is facing this problem of climate change. We have carbon emission, excessive carbon emission, when there is no balance between what man needs and what man has created.
Kenneth Vinton Langang, age 33, entered a guilty plea at the magistrate's court yesterday following an incident where he threatened his own brother over money. The incident took place at the victim's residence in Taman Maliha on July 18th at 5:30 p.m. Kenneth had asked his brother for money, but the request was denied due to concerns about potential misuse for illegal substances and alcohol. In response, the accused brandished a meat cleaver, threatening his brother's safety. The victim promptly filed a police report on July 20th after the situation had calmed down. He was charged under Section 506 of the Penal Code and could face a maximum prison term of up to 7 years, a fine, or both if proven guilty. Inspector Marilyn Lindan Andrew Mang handled the prosecution, while Kenneth was unrepresented in court. More state news. National Corporation or PERNAS eagerly seeks collaboration with Sarawak government to foster franchise entrepreneurship in the state. Its chairwoman Datuk Hazimah Zainuddin affirms commitment to enhancing franchisor and franchisee concept in Sarawak while offering consultations and guidance for companies expanding from Sarawak to Peninsular Malaysia.
Mandate kita adalah untuk franchise, mencari lebih banyak lagi usahawan dalam bidang franchise dan juga to appoint franchisee and franchisor and franchisee concept lah di Sarawak, and also jika ada company-company yang nak bawakan perniagaan mereka dari Sarawak lokal Sarawak ke Semenanjung pun kita boleh tunjuk ajar dan tengok macam mana kita boleh buat.
She told this to reporters after paying a courtesy call to the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng, at Wisma Bapa Malaysia on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Director of Pernas, Datuk Abu Bakar As-Siddiq, Datuk Muhammad Siddiq, highlighted one of their initiatives, the BIZ Franchise Program, scheduled to take place at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK on Saturday.
Jadi this part of kita punya promotion untuk memperkenalkan bisnes franchise ni kepada usahawan di Sarawak untuk mereka lebih terbuka kepada apa itu bisnes franchise sendiri dan peluang-peluang yang mereka akan dapat daripada usahawan ataupun franchisor yang sedia ada yang boleh membantu mereka untuk mengenali dengan lebih lanjut produk-produk dan juga bisnes franchise itu sendiri.
Furthermore, he reiterated Pernas's commitment to maintain close collaboration with the Sarawak government, aiming to bolster the state's economy and provide strong support to local entrepreneurs. Also present were Deputy Secretary of the Government for Economic and Development Planning, Datuk Dr. Muhammad Abdul Zaidil, and Head of Pernas Sarawak Branch, Bivishir Gider. Now, the Kapit district has the potential to contribute to the tourism sector, showcasing its diverse natural resources and rapid infrastructure growth, connecting it to other districts through well-developed roads.
Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan emphasises the government's master plans to further enhance Kapit's development with upcoming projects.
Semua ini adalah untuk kita nak memastikan pembangunan itu dapat dirancang. Dan kita juga bercadang untuk menubuhkan Lake Development Authority supaya perancangan dapat dibuat. Bagaimana kita mahu memanfaatkan hydropower kita misalnya, bukan sahaja untuk tujuan tenaga, tetapi ianya akan dapat dibangun untuk tujuan menarik pelancongan yang mana Kapit ini mempunyai banyak attraction yang akan menarik pelancong-pelancong.
Tengah underscores the significance of rural development to foster economic growth, yet emphasises the need for cooperation among the community, especially when projects require involvement with native customary rights land. Tengah, who is also the second Minister for Natural Resources and Urban Development, added, the government emphasises on rural development in an effort to increase economic growth and development.
Tapi semua ini, saudara dan saudara sekalian, tidak akan dapat kita laksanakan kalau tidak ada kerjasama di kalangan masyarakat pada keseluruhan. Kerana semua ini adalah projek untuk kebaikan kita. Dan ada projek ini yang nak dilaksanakan terpaksa melibatkan tanah yang berhak milik, tanah adat yang benar-benar ada bukti bahawa ianya adalah milik kita berdasarkan kepada NCR kita.
He said this at the officiating ceremony of the Land Compensation Cheque Presentation Ceremony for the Baleh Mapai Overhead Transmission Line Project and the Native Customary Rights Land Title Section 18 of Sarawak Land Code at the Kapit Suara Hall on Tuesday. A total compensation of 6,254,986 ringgit was handed over to 331 recipients for the Baleh Mapai project, while 57 lands were delivered to 52 recipients in various Kapit areas.
Now, to address the heightening concerns of workplace sexual harassment, urgent call for an effective system and policy is needed. Hence, Sarawak's Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development Minister, Datuk Seri Fatimah Abdullah, advocates for a structured framework to combat sexual harassment and asserts that the most effective approach to combating sexual harassment is through preventative and grievance mechanisms at the organizational level.
The investigation, of course, needs to be fair and just to all parties. Confidentiality for both the accuser and accused should be respected, and there should be no retribution for those making accusations, and likewise protection for whistleblowers. Also, it needs to be remembered that, like most abuse, the person reporting is likely to be a position of less power than the accused. The symbol of justice is balancing scales, so we must help those positioned lower in the hierarchies to be heard.
She said this in her speech at the officiating ceremony for Sarawak's Energy Zero Tolerance for Sexual Harassment program at Sarawak Energy Berhad SAB Tower, Kuching on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Fatimah expressed her satisfaction with Sarawak Energy's initiatives and programs to raise awareness about the issue, which would contribute to safeguarding the well-being of its employees. As such, she hoped that Sarawak Energy's dedication to a zero-tolerance stance would set an example for other organizations, demonstrating strong corporate responsibility and leadership in both the public and private sectors. Now, over in Betong, a woman in her early 30s fell prey to a gold scam, resulting in a loss of 116,000 ringgit. The incident began when she posted an advertisement on social media seeking a dropship agent. Responding to her ad, another woman expressed interest in selling pawn gold or gold items from pawn shops. Trusting the supposed seller, the victim believed she was engaging in legitimate transactions to redeem gold. Consequently, she made 20 transactions to the suspect's bank account. As the exchanges continued, the victim eventually received a parcel purportedly containing 347.78 grams of gold. However, to her dismay, the contents of the parcel turned out to be counterfeit and fake gold.
When she requested a refund, the suspect refused, claiming the money was used for other matters. The victim lodged a police report. At the same time, Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Muhammad Asman Ahmad Sapri advised the public to avoid engaging with unknown individuals offering gold sales and report cyber scams to the National Scam Response Centre. Screening incoming calls and checking suspect phone numbers or bank accounts can help prevent falling victims to scams.
Miss International Sarawak, in partnership with Centex Commercial, takes a significant stride in promoting and conserving Sarawak's vibrant cultural legacy globally. Centex Commercial Chief Executive Officer Shahrin Yusri highlights the importance of this opportunity for beauty pageant finalists to gain insight into the pavilion's functions and observe the dedicated production area for Sarawak's heritage products.
So hari ini kita memberi pendahan bagaimana keringkam itu dibuat. Jadi tadi finalis Miss International Sarawak melihatlah bagaimana kita produce keringkam, macam mana detailnya kita buat keringkam tersebut. Cuma kita boleh menunjukkan hasil songket sahaja sebab di bawah tu ada sedikit demonstrasi berkaitan dengan tenunan songket tapi tidak menyeluruh lah. At the same time also kita bawa mereka ke ruangan production untuk jahitan, di mana kita membuat produk-produk seperti ready to wear, baju kurung, baju Melayu dan juga baju-baju contemporary modern untuk kita pasarkan ke luar lah.
Centex collaborates with Miss International Sarawak organizers to discover brand ambassadors who will represent its products, with the aim of enhancing the promotion of Sarawak's heritage products beyond the competition.
Jadi dengan bonus lah, dengan dengan melalui program sebegini kita dapat mencari duta secara tidak langsung. Mereka boleh menjadi model ke ataupun mana-mana function yang berkaitan dengan yang dianjurkan ataupun yang kita libatkan diri Sentex Commercial ni, kita boleh panggil mereka untuk jadi ambassador. Dia bukan setakat ambassador kepada Sentex Commercial, tetapi ambassador kepada state government yang membawa produk-produk heritage ni.
Sentex endeavors to broaden the global presence of Sarawak's heritage products. It offers contestants the opportunity to showcase and promote these items at higher stages of competitions, including Miss World. The Jumaini Pavilion stands as a captivating destination for both domestic and international tourists eager to delve into the richness of Sarawak's fashion industry and explore its captivating design motifs.
KL Tower offers Independence Day special discounts and firefighting plane crashes during attempts to combat wildfire. That's what's coming up next right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, KL Tower introduces 66% Independence Day discount for visitors. Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Khairul Firdaus, said the Merdeka Madness 66% discount for all is to commemorate the country's Independence Day as well as to promote the Malaysian tourism industry. Khairul announces the promotion commenced from August 1st to September 16th, with tickets starting from RM7 for observation deck and tower walk.
Saya sungguh gembira dengan perkembangan Menara Kuala Lumpur dari sudut industri pelancongan. Kerana apa? Walaupun ianya sudah berusia 30 tahun, tapi saban tahun dari jumlah pengunjung dia meningkat. Ini menunjukkan yang Menara Kuala Lumpur ni ada daya tarikannya sendiri.
Khairul stated Skydeck and Skybox visits will be offered at just RM13, significantly reduced from the regular price of RM101 for adult visitors with MyCard. For adult visitors without MyCard, the fee will only be RM59 compared to the usual RM170. Khairul expressed hope that the ministry would maintain strategic collaborations with MATIC and Tourism Malaysia to highlight the uniqueness of Kuala Lumpur's attraction and ensure well-maintained facilities, enhancing the country's image for foreign tourists, adding that the ministry welcomes any feedback, criticism and suggestions to improve Malaysia's tourism industry.
Kementerian kita telah melakukan pelbagai inisiatif. Okay? Salah satunya kita menyediakan grant. Keduanya kita selalu facilitate setiap permasalahan yang ada dari pihak swasta, terutamanya pemain industri kita, dengan juga pihak kerajaan dari segi dasar kemungkinan ataupun dari segi bantuan yang diperlukan barangkali.
A National Journalism Laureate Tan Sri Johan Jaafar advocates implementing laws mandating tech giants to pay local media for online news content, citing successful models in countries like Australia and Canada as possible guides.
Tech giants like Meta and Alphabet Incorporated currently compensate local media agencies for using their news content and search materials on the platform.
hal ini perlu dilakukan. Ini membabitkan soal sustainability bagi syarikat-syarikat media. Dan jalan telah ditunjukkan di Australia, and it is not an easy thing to do. Masalahnya ialah bahawa itulah syarikat-syarikat tech giant ini akan melakukan apa saja untuk memastikan hal itu tidak berlaku.
Speaking at the National Media Forum 2023, deemed Media Sustainability the Way Forward for Malaysia in the Digital Era, organised by the Malaysian Press Institute MPI. He suggests establishing journalism chairs in major universities to honour the service of journalists and provide professional guidance to aspiring journalists. A panelist and initiator of Publishers' Rights Indonesia, Agus Subitio, proposes negotiable compensations by tech platforms to enable meaningful content sharing and revenue sharing. Meanwhile, panelists Nelson Yap and Dato' Zulkifli Hamzah stress the importance of media company owners staying updated on technological advancement to face future challenges, including artificial intelligence.
And Philippine President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos left for Malaysia on Tuesday for a 3-day visit in order to explore new areas of economic synergies between the two countries. Marcos said that now is the opportune time to harness the potential of a newly revitalized relationship between Malaysia and the Philippines.
The Philippines and Malaysia, two major economies in Southeast Asia, have long enjoyed close economic ties, supported by strong bilateral ties stretching back for decades. He said this in his departure speech at an airbase in Manila. In Malaysia's capital, Marcos is expected to have an audience with the King of Malaysia, his counterpart, Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim, as well as meet with local business leaders to showcase trade and investment opportunities. His visit will focus on areas such as agriculture, food security, digital economy, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges, as well as explore new avenues for cooperation.
Welcome back. Now, a plane fighting wildfires in Greece has crashed on the island of Evia as blazes destroy homes and force the evacuation of thousands of locals and tourists. The crash was aired in a state television broadcast that showed the low-flying aircraft disappearing into a canyon before a fireball was seen moments later. Shortly after, 2 helicopters rushed to the scene to carry out a search and rescue operation. However, no details on the fate of the crew, a team of 2 airmen, were given. Earlier on Tuesday, Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis declared that the Mediterranean nation is at war with the wildfires raging across the country. He warned that the nation faced another 3 difficult days ahead before high temperatures are forecast to ease. Another fire incident. A giant Buddha statue at a major temple in northwest China's Gansu province was partially destroyed by fire on late Monday. Chinese state media reported that after the fire was extinguished, the statue appeared to be partially intact, but several temple structures were destroyed.
Video shared on social media showed the statue at the Shandan Great Buddha Temple of Gansu Province, Shandong County, burning in the early hours of Monday. Local propaganda department confirmed there were no casualties or injuries from the fire, and the temple's other cultural relics remain undamaged. The cause of the fire is still under investigation by the local authorities. The Buddha statue, built in 1998 as a replica of an original, which dated back to around 425 AD and was damaged during the Cultural Revolution throughout its history.
Wrapping up the Nightline, Elon Musk has announced a sweeping rebranding of Twitter, changing its bird logo to an X. He aims to transform the platform into an everything app centered around audio, video, messaging and payments, and powered by artificial intelligence or AI. According to him, tweets will now be called X's, and Musk plans to bid farewell to the Twitter brand. The transition from Twitter to X began in April, with the name changing to X Corp. He shared a photo of the X logo projected onto the company's headquarters on Monday. Musk's affinity for the letter X is evident in his other ventures like SpaceX and XAI. He previously founded X.com, which later became PayPal, and repurchased the X.com domain in 2017. As we bring you the latest news updates, both locally and internationally. More headlines at www.tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. That's tvstv.my. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Yusuf Shukri. Good night and Assalamualaikum.